If you're interested in small business scale up, I'm going to share 3 proven strategies that will help you grow your business fast. So thank you for watching this video today with me. I'm really excited to share this with you. So when you want sustainable growth, you need to have the money to pay for it. That's one of the first steps that we hesitate in as small business owners because we feel we can't afford it. We have to wait. We're not making enough anyway. I don't want to have to pull money out of my pocket, all of the above. But here's a really simple way that you can do it. You have to grow your revenue fast. When you can grow your revenues fast without it costing you money, you're able to hire the right level of people that you require so that when you do hand things off and you start to scale up and grow, you're not the person that's doing everything. Because if you try to do it all, it's just not going to work. You don't have enough time, and you can't be good at the 10 things required to make a business these days function sustainably and profitably. And so the first thing you need to do is build your revenues up. If you're not sure where to start, I have a lot of videos that talk about this, but you got to focus on your lead generation strategy. Whatever you're doing now that works, can you double that? Can you triple that activity? If you can't do it yourself, could somebody else do it? Because there is a leadership transition that you have to make from startup to scale up. And that is becoming the leader of your business, not the doer in your business. So the first place you want to look at, increase those revenues. You can do it really fast. There's a program that I do that can help you increase your revenues 30 to 100% within 4 weeks, and in many cases without even raising your prices, unless you haven't raised them in a long time. But focus on your lead generation strategy, what works for you now. You're probably not doing enough of it, or you can do more of it, or other people could do more of it for you. That's an even better tip. So before I get too much further in this, make sure you like this video and subscribe to my channel. I appreciate each and every one of you. I comment. I personally comment back on any comments you have. If you have a question, just ask it. It's not uncommon for me to text coach you in the comment section. So thank you for that, and like this video again. Appreciate it. The second piece is the pricing part. So once you can increase revenue, the next thing you have to do is you have to make sure that you have a really sound pricing formula. There's a lot of pricing strategies out there, and I'm just being honest. They're from a lot of really high-level people, and it's guessing. It's not a formulated pricing structure. Does it work? Yes, if you raise the price high enough. But wouldn't you rather know than guess it? And so there's people out there that are really high-level people that are telling you value price, which is whatever you think you're worth, or you're probably worth twice as much as you think you're worth. That may be true. But what if you way overprice it or way underprice it? You don't know with value pricing because you're guessing the price. There's dynamic pricing, which says like the cost of eggs in 2025. When there's more demand than supply, we can raise the prices. Now, some people really like that. I'm the type of person that I'm not just going to raise my prices out of scarcity. I'm going to do it in a way that I'm going to make a lot of money, but I'm going to help a lot of people do it as well. Dynamic pricing, again, it's just guessing. Now, does that make you money? Absolutely it does. But wouldn't you rather know? Just like I said, right? The other thing is, let's see, we have value, we have dynamic, we have competitive pricing, where you charge what your competition does, or just below it. Again, total guesswork, right? You don't know what their expenses are. You don't know if they're the same. You have to cover your expenses and everything else. So get your pricing right, get it together. The other thing you have to do, so make sure you have your pricing, and then once you get your pricing together, the next step to that is forecast your growth so that you're pricing for the growth before the growth shows up. That way you never pull out of your pocket to pay for it. The business should always pay for everything. If you were a corporation, you do not run up to the CEO's office and say, hey, I need to give Jacob a raise. We're going to take the money out of your CEO pay. He would do everything, or she would do everything in their power that day to make sure that this was your last one. So if they're not going to do it, why should you pay out of your pocket for people that you bring in? You shouldn't. Your customers pay for that. And so make sure that you have that pricing strategy. Make sure you're forecasting for your growth and then adding that cost to your current pricing so that when it does come time to grow, you've already covered that cost. You eliminate 50% of the reason why small business owners don't grow, because they're waiting to afford it. The third thing is pay for your team now. I just covered that. But what happens is not just pay for your team, figure out what level of team member you need to bring in that you can just hand it off. And within a week, they're up to speed, maybe doing better than you were doing, and they help you grow. If you just hire what you think you can afford, you're going to hire at a lower level. It's going to take you 3 times longer to be able to train them. It's going to cost you more money in the long run. It's going to prevent you from being able to grow right away, do the things that you're going to do to be able to grow. And you're going to have to look over their shoulder. And at least in 50% of the cases, in my experience, you're going to think you hired the wrong person. It's just the wrong level of skill set that you're bringing in. It's not the wrong person. So when you can hire up and you can afford that and you bring in the right people, what you do is you start building a team that you feel great about. And when you feel great, they feel great, because it does go downhill, you guys. And it starts with us. How we show up is how our team's going to show up. And it also frees us up to be able to look at the business through a microscope and be able to make those adjustments that we want to make and be able to fulfill the dream that we want, as far as building the type of business that we desire and we deserve and our customers deserve. And so when you hire up, what it does is it allows you to just be free, and it's contagious. Because just imagine this, let's say your admin stuff, your follow-up emails, sending emails out, doing your direct outreach to people. If you could hand that off today, would you? Yes, we would. What if you could hand it off today and within a few days it was working as good or better than when you were doing it? How would you feel about that? And I'm here to tell you that it's contagious. What you do is once it works once, you start looking at where else can I delegate? Where else can I hand this off? So that you start freeing up time. And just imagine you go out on a vacation. One of the rare times where you go on a vacation and you're actually not working, right? Imagine you go out on that vacation and you come back and all the work is caught up. Everything is done. The marketing's been going on and you're full of appointments the next week on new business. Imagine that. That's what can happen when you follow these 3 strategies. You increase your revenue, you get your pricing right, you pay for your help beforehand, and you hire up. You start doing that, you're going to have success, you're going to have sustained success, and you're going to feel great about the business that you started. Again, thank you so much. Ask me any questions down below. I appreciate any and all comments. Have a great day.